Aries, it feels like you're going through a season of change. Grounded is the first card that popped out here, the number 22. What's fascinating about 22 is in numerology, as you know, my dear Aries, that's the number 4. That means foundations, power, structure, systems. Another card that popped out here is transformation. The color of this card, Aries, reminds me of you. Hues of yellow, orange, and red, obviously, but this reminds me of you just by how it looks here. I usually don't do this, but for transformation, it was something about it that stood out to me. And so, Aries, I want to read to you out of the book related to these cards what it says for transformation. I feel like there may be someone who's watching this that is going through a season of change. They're feeling a little bit afraid, confused about what this all means, and they're needing to remember their why, and they're looking for something to help them ground and to anchor themselves at this time. So it says, transformation. The butterfly goes through many stages before it becomes the beautiful creature it is. Honor your process and allow your beauty to be seen by all. Wear more color to help announce the arrival of your exquisite transformation. I know that's right. Meditate on this when you want to call in more beauty, grace, and acceptance during times of transition. Now, in traditional tarot, for me as a reader, the Queen of Wands reminds me of your energy. Social, a social butterfly, drawing attention, highly attractive. I'm going to get some cards out here. This feels like there may have been something that catapulted some type of change, some type of transition that you're in. Before you could really get a grip or idea of what you're being catapulted into, this transformation that you're in, you probably felt a little bit ungrounded, if that's even a word, I'm not sure, but scattered, a little bit spacey, a little bit out of sorts. And this feels like Spirit wants you to know that this is for a reason. There is intention behind this, and this is something that is ushering in change for you. Before I get the tarot cards out here, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. It has been brought to my attention that someone is using my image and images and likeness to DM folks to get readings from the people and to get money from them. Friend, I will never reach out to you for a reading. I will never reach out to you asking for money. So if someone is DMing you or someone is messaging you, trying to get you to get a reading with them, I just want you to report the page, block the page if they are imposing on you and pretending to be me. It is not me, friend. I'm not doing personal readings at this time. All right. So here we go. My love cup Aries. Let's look at what this overarching energy is that you are in. Let's get some tarot out here to clarify and refine this message. God, angel, spirit guides. What is this related to Aries? What is their current frequency, their vibration related to grounded and transformation? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What is this about? So this almost popped out. It didn't quite pop out, but it's the 10 of Swords. So finally letting something close out, okay? But what went ahead and popped all the way out the deck just now is the Ace of Cups. So this is new love. And so that 10 of Swords is the final straw. Something has closed, likely related to love because we have the Ace of Cups out here. But something related to your heart, a passion. It could be someone that you're in love with, but it could just be something that really was in your heart deeply. And for whatever reason, it's closed down, it's ended. Maybe some betrayal, some backstabbing related to that. And it kind of feels like at this point, and this happened some time ago, this doesn't feel fresh. And so at this time in your life, you're ready to consider opening your heart again, maybe rekindling love again, maybe re-inviting yourself to think about a hobby, maybe reconnecting with a hobby, something that brings you great joy and passion here. God, angel, spirit guys, tell us more about why the Ace of Cups is here related to grounded and transformation. This is beautiful. A time of reawakening and opening the heart is what I'm feeling strongly. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Aries? And then we have the 9 of Swords that pops out here. So there's been some worry. There's been some anguish. There has been something that you've gone through that's brought a lot of anxiety, perhaps. And it feels like it's related to love. Now, this is a spirit message. There will be a love reading that'll come out too later in the week, early next week for some of you. But when it comes to you right now, there has been something that has been on your mind and your heart deeply about your heart, about your love. And then what kind of did the peekaboo thing was the 10 of wands here, or excuse me, 10 of swords here. So some pain, some anguish, but it kind of feels like you want to be cautious here, because what can happen when we are overloaded with thoughts, words, emotions, memories even, it can put a negative filter over how we are seeing the people around us who are maybe attempting to show up loving and kind. So I just want to get that out there as a caution. But I'm going to get some advice here for you, Aries, to get a little bit more about what Spirit wants you to know related to this time of transformation. There's an opening, there's opportunity here, but it kind of feels like there are two, thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. It feels like you're going back and forth. There's a moment in time in the day where you might feel open to change. You're feeling yourself allowing the transformation to happen. And then there are other times where you might close off, get back into your worry, and might feel a little bit anxious. So it kind of feels like that's the two energies that you're going back and forth between. And here we are with the Queen of Wands beneath the deck. That wasn't intentional at all. God, angel, spirit guides, for my lovely Aries, what advice do you have while they're going through this time of transformation? What do you want them to know? What do you want them to lean into so that they can restore, reground, to heal, and successfully transform? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What is this? Something you're holding on way too tightly to. And if you let go a bit, you're going to open up that heart chakra. Love gets to pour in. There's something that you're holding on so tightly to, and it's making it really hard for your passion to return, for you to come out of that anxiety, maybe a little bit of that D word, depression there. It's something that you're not wanting to let go of, and it kind of feels like it's fear. Guide, angel, spirit guides, it's fear-based. What is this Four of Pentacles related to, God, angel, spirit guides? What is this Four of Pentacles about for Aries here? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Let's see. What is this Four of Pentacles about? Yeah, it just kind of feels like a rigidity. You're protecting yourself right now. You're kind of showing up as the enforcer. Spirit wants you to know that there's a time for seriousness. There's a time for work, no play. But in order for you to be in this energy, you kind of want to let go of some of these swords, the worries, the doubt. There's always a solution for a problem. And that's sometimes why we go through things that are challenging, is because we're being activated to grow and to problem solve in a different way that grows us. That's the lesson there. And it kind of feels like there's something related to possibly a father, a parent. Maybe you are a co-parent, and maybe there's a style or a value that you're holding on to for some deeper goal, maybe a parenting goal, and it's time to allow yourself to open up to the new. What other opportunities are available for you to revamp your values, your standards? It just kind of feels like a loosen up, let up kind of energy, so that you can successfully transform into this next chapter of your life. I love you, Aries, and I hope to see you next week. Take care. Bye.